All right, folks, I have a really nice car here. This is a 2006 Saturn Vue front-wheel drive, little crossover SUV, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know. It does have relatively high mileage on it. Let me start it up for you. There you can see it's got 186,159. I have put about 300 miles on this vehicle personally. And I can tell you, it gets pretty darn good gas mileage. It runs really good. It's in fantastic shape, as you'll see when I go around the vehicle. It's got a nice level of equipment. You know, it's just a decent all-around, going to be a very inexpensive 5-passenger little crossover type vehicle. All right, first of all, let's check the power windows. All right, there we go. Here's that one, right front. Here, we'll swing her on around. Left rear, and of course your left front window. And this also has, as you can see, the the temperature and compass. It's got OnStar, which of course if you want to activate that you could. You know, it does require a subscription. Power sunroof. There you go. Close that up. It's got the sun shield. As you can see, there's no check engine lights on, no warning lights on. It didn't even have any when I got it. I didn't even really have to fix anything like that on it. I mean, it's got the warning saying the hatch is open, because it is, and of course the seatbelt blinky light. It's got the cruise control on the steering wheel. It's got the controls for the radio. Actually, let's check the radio out. Little golden earring there for you. Air conditioner. Works exactly as it should, and it is ice cold, which is nice, especially, you know, there's some summer left. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this thing? Oh, I'll turn this down. It doesn't need to be running like that. Oh, the interior actually looks to be in pretty nice shape. I don't know what it is about Saturns, but very often I get them and the seats are all stained and ripped up, but this one's not bad. You can even see all the plastic is nice. It's got this little gizmo here, you know, that closes like that, or open, you know, for the cup holders. Remote keyless entry. I have one remote and 2 keys. Oh, power mirrors. Let's check them out. There's your left one, working exactly as it should. There's your right one. Yep, that one baby works exactly as it should. Yeah, so it's all together a pretty nice vehicle. It's got automatic headlights, delay wipers, rear window wiper defogger, adjustable steering wheel. I mean, it's got all this stuff. Here's your driver's door panel. I mean, look at this. It must have been a very small person that owned this car, because the seat's not all tore up. It's not all beat up. You know, really, it's pretty darn nice. Pop this out. It's got the heavy-duty Saturn winter floor mats, which is always nice to have. All right. This is actually, like I said, a really super clean, super nice car. All right, let's check out the tires. This is your left front tire. And let's give a little reading on that with my handy dandy gizmo. And it says it's got almost 9/32 of tread left, which basically new car tires have between 9 and 12/32 when they're new. So this one's in pretty good, darn good shape. All right, left rear looks like a matching tire, which doesn't surprise me. That one's closer to 10/32. Come on around to here. Another matching tire. Looks very nice. Yeah, that one's almost, you know, 9/10/32. And of course the front. And as expected, you know, 9/10/32 of tread on that one as well. So the moral of the story here is, obviously somebody took care of this vehicle. And one of the ways I can tell a car has been maintained properly is if it has matching tires on it. Meaning they cared enough to spend the money to buy 4 matching tires. And these tires have tons and tons of life left in them, so that's really good news. Now, as you can see, there's a little tiny little bit of a damage right there. Not a big deal. But the body itself, obviously, is made out of plastic, so there's not going to be any dents, but there may be scratches. But the right front fender looks pretty nice and clean. Paint's very clean and shiny. Right front door, right rear door, and the right rear quarter panel are all in excellent shape. And as you can see, deep tinted glass. Here's your roof. And of course, as you can see, it's in excellent condition. Like I said, this is just a really super nice car. You can see how nice and clean it is. Now obviously it's a Saturn, so I really don't have to do under the door because there's not going to be any rust because the door is made out of plastic. And the last time I checked, plastic doesn't rust. Alright, let's check out the back. Here's your door panel. Beautiful. I mean, it's like this thing wasn't beat up at all. There's the matching, look at those totally matching floor mats, winter floor mats. There you go. You can see it's got a little power outlet back here. It's got your fold down rear seat, 3-passenger. You know, a couple tiny little bits of staining, but not anywhere near what I'm used to seeing in these things. Here's your headliner. And of course, you can see that's in really nice shape. All right, moving around to the back here. Rear bumper's terrific. It doesn't look like they've ever backed into anything with this rear bumper. That's, again, another really good sign to me. Let's take a look-see underneath. You can hear the exhaust is good. No issues there. Yeah, pretty decent sized back here. Split fold down rear seat, as you can see. So you can still carry a couple people in and some long items if you need to. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, this has that. I think this is really cool. See, it's got this, pops out like that, and it's like a grocery holder kind of thing. There you have it. All right, let's clear. I'll show you the back. There's only like 3 parts that are metal on this car. The rear hatch, the roof, and the hood. And as you can see, extra, you know, look, taking a look at this, it's not rusty or anything. And of course on the back, there's no damage to the rear hatch. I'll let you guys take a good look at this out in the sun too. I always do the interior in the shade. It doesn't cast shadows that way. You can get better detail when I'm showing you the interior, but the exterior, it's a little better when I do it out in the sun. Yeah, this actually looks sweet. The left rear quarter panel's good, left rear door. Here's the other side. You can take a look. Again, nice clean door panels. And I've already showed you the driver's side. The driver's door looks beautiful. This whole car is really nice. Left front fender, no issues. Headlights look pretty clear, especially for the mileage. They look great. And another good sign to me that a car was pretty well taken care of is when you look down here and none of this stuff is busted up. That means somebody took care when they were parking and everything. Let's see if we can get a view underneath here. A view, get it? It's a view. How'd you like the way I did that? All right, there you go. All right, now here's the strong point of this vehicle. One of the reasons it gets pretty decent gas mileage is that it's got the 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine in this. And I have literally seen, I can't even tell you, tons of Saturns, literally, that have done 250,000 miles or better with this exact engine. So I would not be afraid to drive this baby anywhere in the country. I mean, it's really that nice. As you can see, it's got really nice antifreeze that looks good in there. Obviously, somebody kept the right stuff in there, took care of it. All the fluids are good. I mean, you can even tell, look, the grease around the hinge. I mean, that means somebody maintained this car, took care of this car. Really, really super, super nice little car here. Even the little strong arm there actually still works. All right. Obviously, there's some obligatory couple little paint chips on the hood, but nothing, no dents, no damage, no huge scratches anywhere on the car. Actually, if you look at it, how nice and clean it is. Oh, and if you live in New Jersey, you have until March of next year before you even have to worry about getting it inspected. Now, there is a scrape in the windshield right here, probably from a bad wiper blade, which can either, you know, you can buff those out, but it doesn't affect the glass, so I wouldn't even worry about it, quite frankly. All right, and now the best part is going to be when we take this baby for a ride, and I can show you how nice this thing actually does go down the road. And we're going to do that right now. Alrighty, we're going to take this baby for a ride now, and as I always like to do, I like to show you guys that the vehicle starts just as good warm as it does when it's cold. Obviously this morning I started up fine, and now it's had a chance to warm up. You can see the temperature's almost up to normal operating temperature, and it starts up fine, and there are still none of those annoying check engine or warning lights on. All right, let's take it for a ride. Surprisingly, for a decent sized vehicle, which this gives you lots of headroom and it's a nice car for 5 people, even with the 4-cylinder engine and an automatic, this thing actually does get up and go pretty good. I never had any trouble getting it up onto Route 80, you know, up to 65, 70, 75 miles an hour. It certainly gets there quickly. As you can see, it's nice, it's quiet, it shifts really nicely, smoothly. Like I said, this is just one well-kept, super nice vehicle. All right, here we are going down the road, no problem. Look at this, I let go of the steering wheel, tracking down the road pretty darn straight. It's actually pretty nice and quiet in here too, you know, for a boxy kind of car. Not bad. 79 degrees out right now, and the air's working nicely. All right, I'm gonna turn her around here. I do hear a slight squeak from somewhere. I can't determine where that's from. I mean, you wouldn't even be able to hear it probably on the video. And it's very slight, but I'm super picky, and I don't know why with these cars that I buy with the higher mileage, older cars. I'm still super picky. I want people to get a really good deal. But other than that, slight little squeak, not bad. See, look at that, right up to 55, almost 60 miles an hour. Shifts nice and smooth and quiet. I'm gonna do a little brake test for you guys, and pretty much all that consists of, I'm gonna pull into this vacant lot across the street from my place. I'm gonna let go of the steering wheel, and I'm gonna slam on the brakes, see what happens. Now, obviously, you can't feel the braking, so I will try to describe to you how everything feels. But one thing you can do as a viewer is just keep your eye on the steering wheel and make sure it doesn't violently move to the right or to the left, because that would tell you it's got a brake balance problem. Now, I generally do this on loose gravel at about 25 miles an hour. All right, so we're gonna pull in here. There's no pulsation whatsoever in the brakes. Here we go, and beautiful. Wow, this thing stopped perfectly straight and very quickly. So that was a really good brake test. So, like I said, this thing is 100% ready to go. About the only thing I can possibly think of you might have to do to this vehicle, maybe, just maybe, do an oil change. Other than that, you got no worries on this baby. This thing is good and ready to go. All right, now like I promised, I'm gonna get out and we're gonna do a little walk around the car in the sun. So let me do my recap. This is a 2006 Saturn Vue, which for me, that's a pretty new vehicle. 186, 160 on the mileage. And from where I sit, I can't see a thing wrong with this car. There's nothing mechanical wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the interior. There's nothing wrong with the exterior, which again, all of that is kind of unusual because usually most of my stuff, there's something you gotta not worry about, but maybe take a look at. Not on this baby. I mean, look at this thing. It is absolutely beautiful. So if you're looking for a later model for me, 5-passenger people mover that looks good, drives good, is pretty economical, and is definitely reliable, hey, this might be the one for you. And as I always do, I hope this goes to a good home. Thanks.